here right now at Top Flight Academy here at Manila, and in front of me is a Cessna 172 Romeo or a 172R, and in front of me is D, who's gonna tour us around this Cessna 172R. So let's go check it out.
Alright, hi guys, welcome to Top Flight Airways hangar here in Manila. So one of the perks of being partnered with Top Flight Airways is Top Flight Academy can also park our aircraft here, and sometimes if we have some visiting students or instructors, we can show them around our hangar. So here is our Cessna 172R or Romeo, and this is one of the aircraft that we use to fly our instrument rating course. So this 172 is it's one of your regular 172 airplanes that seats 4 people. So it can be 2 pilots and 2 passengers, or 1 pilot and 3 passengers. So generally, here you can see on our wing attached is the landing gear. So some aircraft, their landing gear is on the nose, but here it's mounted on our wing. And then right next here, you pointed this out, sir. You wanted to know what this was?
Yes, actually, I was wondering what this is.
Alright, so this is called a stall warning horn.
Alright.
So if I was tall enough, if this sucks air, it would make a sound that could be heard inside the cockpit. So that would alert the pilot without having to look at the airspeed. It would alert the pilot that the airspeed is nearing a stall. That's why it's called a stall warning. So the airspeed, if the pitch is low enough, instead of having air push into it, the air would be sucked out. That's why it would make the noise.
Oh, okay. So basically it tells the pilot that, hey, you're entering a stall.
Yeah.
Add speed.
Watch your speed na.
Watch your speed, yeah. Okay.
So this is one of the things that you would have to watch out for when you're taking off and landing. Actually, in any phase of flight, man, you don't want to stall. That's why we have this stall warning. It's analog, so you don't need any batteries for that to work. You just need some airflow in the proper direction.
Yeah, because the Cessna 172R is actually a old school aircraft.
It's a classic.
It's a classic.
As we like to say.
Yeah, and classics never die.
Yeah, vintage cars. Grab it.
Correct.
So this one is our Pitot-static. This paired with here on your static port would tell you information about your airspeed and your vertical speed. So this would tell you how fast you're going just from having air pushed into it, and then it would compare the air from here to the air from your static port. And this using your static port, you can also tell your altitude. Right? Your height from the ground. So this compares what the air it measures from your takeoff or from ground level, and then as you go up, of course the air measured here would be different, so it would compare that difference as well. These are some of the things that you would see on your left wing, and of course on top there would also be a fuel tank. Right? And then underneath, this is an inspection panel. This is your aileron. So this helps the aircraft bank or turn. Alright, so from the pilot's perspective, this is what you would use to either dip your wing below the horizon or to raise it above. Right? And then on the inner part, you have your flaps. So you need your flaps when you're taking off and when you're landing to increase your drag and your lift. So it would just be a balance between the one, how many degrees you would need. And then as you notice, this aircraft is also wearing some boots or as it's called, is a wheel fairing. This also adds to the cruising speed of the aircraft, so it helps the air flow more aerodynamically or more smoothly over the wheels. So it gives you additional speed.
Unlike the other Cessnas, like this one, wala siyang fairing. Ito, meron. So basically, it helps reduce drag, tama?
Yes, sir.
Ito, kasi parang anything that's parang nakalawit, ano yun eh, it causes drag, right? So yun, so as what Dee said, this helps in reducing drag. Right?
That's correct, sir. And let's have a look inside.
Okay.
So here, if you look inside, our instrument panel is refurbished and the radios have also been updated. We have our Garmin 430, which helps our instrument rating students navigate. So there's a GPS there and your maps. It will also help you track your distances from your airports.
Kasi alam mo, as far as I know, the new CESSNA 172s are Garmin equipped. So it's always nice to start really from the analog. Yeah. Kumbaga OG ka eh. No.
And actually, even the Airbuses, the Boeings, the ATRs, the Q400s, they still have these analog instruments as their backup. So in case anything happens, an electrical failure, you don't have your screens or monitors, you still go back to the basics. So that's why that's what we're teaching here, the basics, the foundations that you will always need and go back to, even if you're flying the bigger airplanes, the jets. Yeah.
Right. Okay. This is a 4-seater.
Yes, sir.
There.
We just have some stuff at the back.
Yeah. If you can squeeze yourself in, then why not?
Actually, this is this seat can move forward and backward and up and down, just like the seat in the Airbus, except it doesn't move left and right.
Yeah.
The tail.
Yep. Let's go behind.
So this is the tail cone of the aircraft. Here you have your extra door for your baggage compartment. So it's part of your checklist. Always make sure it's locked.
Alright.
Right? It's not good to take off with your baggage door open. Okay. And then moving on to the back, you have your tail cone. Please visit our website.
There you guys go. topflightacademy.com.
And then here, this is basically yung plate number or license plate ng ating aircraft. That's where it says it's a Textron 172 Romeo, or in the local registration it is an RPC 7983. Or ay name plate number
Ng aeroplano. Alright.
And here, this is our elevator. So from the word elevator, it goes up and down. It's also what helps the aircraft go up and down. Okay? This whole thing, basically, and it helps you take off, helps you land, and not much to say. It's really quite simple. The aircraft itself is quite simple. That's why it's flying it is instinctive. It's very friendly for beginners, students who are training. So try to reduce the complications involved in flight. So you notice these things, sir? Well, you pointed that out as well. So these are called static wicks.
Static wicks. Alright.
So you can also find them not just on the tail but also on the wingtips.
What do those static wicks do? This one.
So it helps discharge static electricity from the aircraft. So of course, you'll be flying into clouds, and in instrument rating, you will fly where you won't be able to see outside. And of course, in clouds, you would have a positive charge and negative charge, and to help balance that out, or to help discharge that over the plane, you have these static wicks.
Static wicks. Right.
So yeah, this big thing is called your rudder. So it's the same logic as with boats. It helps you steer the plane left and right. So again, with the ailerons, it's for banking, for dipping your wing, and then for the rudder, it's for facing left and right. It's the same side on the other side with your elevator and your horizontal stabilizer.
Okay, what is this for?
That is the antenna antenna for our emergency locator transmitter for your ELT. So in the common sense, it's like your black box.
All right.
So yeah, in case the aircraft will receive an impact or if the unit is submerged in water, it will transmit its location so that we can send search and rescue.
All right. And then I noticed that there like two antennas there on the vertical stabilizer, which is shaped like a V. What are those for?
Here on the tail, and also actually on top of the tail, you'll see a pair of antennas. So all of those together are used for radio communication and radio navigation. So some of them are used for transmitting or sending your pilot messages when you're talking to the tower or the approach. And the other pair is for when you need to navigate. So that's for your VOR and for your ILS. So when you need to find your track, your location.
Right. So this is for emergency locator, transmitter, and communication and radio navigation. All right. So I hope you guys are watching right now are learning a lot about the 172R. Right.
And also one thing you can spot underneath the wing is for your fuel sampling. Right. So actually this gives you access to the fuel tank. You would stick a fuel sampler here, and then the fuel would drain. And usually it's in a clear container, so you can see your fuel should be blue. And then if there's water mixed in it, from let's say if there's clouds or rain, there would be some drops of water. It would sink to the bottom, so you can see if your fuel is contaminated or not.
Alright.
So it's also one of the things that you should check when you're doing your pre-flight inspection. So you have one fuel port here, and also here. So actually there's
Tatlo.
yeah, and also the same on the other side.
Tatlo pala to, no?
Yeah. And then some aircraft also have a drain underneath, not just in the tower.
Okay, drain for
Fuel drain. So you can sample.
yeah.
Standard 152 would have 172
Yeah.
would have 150 horsepower, but this one has 160 horsepower.
This one has 160 horsepower. This is specific for the R only, right?
Yes, sir. And if you open the manual, the engine starts with IO. The I stands for fuel injected.
Oh, alright. So basically, this is a fuel injected aircraft already. And around how far does this fly? Like the range?
So the 172 Romeo can fly a distance of about 600 to 700 nautical miles. It also depends on your power setting and your altitude. But actually, one of our students from Bicol flew all the way to Dipolog with just one fuel stop.
Wow.
Yeah.
So malayo rin talaga, no?
And that's one of the things that we also do here in Top Flight Academies. Our cross-country flights are really long-distance navigation, inter-island flights. So they would be exposed to different kinds of weather, different kinds of traffic, different kinds of towers. Also, so they would really fly as if they're doing cargo flights or charter flights all around the Philippines.
So could you tell us a little something about Top Flight Academy?
Alright, so Top Flight Academy is one of the newest flight schools here in the Philippines. So as you can see, our aircraft fleet is composed of CESSNA 152s and CESSNA 172s. We are based in Bicol International Airport, but we also have an office here in Pasay City, Manila. So if you want to visit us in our office, or if you want to have a look at our aircraft, you are welcome to come visit us here in Pasay City or in Legazpi City in Bicol. One of the things that sets us apart in Bicol is that we are the only flight school based there. So there's not much competition when it comes to scheduling of flights. when you have to line up in the runway, it's just you and the airlines. So it's a really good place to start your flight, because we also have a tower, so you can practice your radio communications. And actually, Pitot is just 1 hour away from Manila if you take a commercial flight. And once you get there, we have our student dorms, our shuttle service, so you don't have to worry about anything else other than studying for your flights and experiencing the beauty of the Philippines.
Alright, so thank you so much, Dee, for walking us through this 172R, and of course telling people more about Top Flight Academy. Alright, so thanks so much, Dee, for your time. And of course, so to all who want to become pilots, please do check out topflightacademy.com right over there. Topflightacademy.com. You can find them in Facebook, right?
Yep, Top Flight Academy, and on Instagram. We are also on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. Just reach out, and of course, we'll send you a message.
Top Flight Academy, alright. Thanks so much, Dee, for your time.
Yeah, thanks so much, Sir Mond. You're always
Yes,
welcome.
thanks so much. And I hope you all enjoy the show right now. This walk around here, the CESSNA 172R, and we hope to do more walk arounds in the future, more aircraft walk around, and I do hope we can check out more about Top Flight Academy in the future also.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Of course, like and subscribe, Mond, Ortiz, and of course, are you guys on YouTube also?
Not yet.
Not yet. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much.